Hey everybody, it's Darren here for Pop the Question. I'm here at Pat's MVP Sports Lounge in Newark, Delaware, live with comedian and creator of everyone's favorite aunt, the Fireball Aunt Mary Pat, Troy Hendrickson. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So what brings us here to Pat's today?
So we're actually here today for a benefit for my cousin Jamie who passed away. She was diagnosed with cancer 6 years ago, and unfortunately she did lose her battle on Monday. So I used to work here before I got started with Aunt Mary Pat, and my friend Julie is the bar manager, and we had to, quickly organize a benefit. Unfortunately, we weren't able to cover the cost of the funeral services, so they were gracious enough to host our benefit here and kind of put it together last minute. And
what time does it go until?
Till 1 a.m.
1 a.m.
Yeah.
So if you're in the area, even if you're not in the area, get down here and donate some money, have a good time. And I think there's karaoke tonight.
There is karaoke at 9.
I love karaoke. It's all good.
So I always have a song in my heart.
I hear that Aunt Mary Pat is inspired by your mom. So
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, she's actually here inside, which is funny. My mom, so the whole thing that started, I've always been making fun of my mom, so I guess the character kind of existed forever. I called my mom after the Super Bowl. She's a big Eagles fan, and she was at a bar. So I called her up about 10 minutes after the game, and I said, "Hey Mom, what's going on?" I expected it to be really loud. It was very quiet. I'm like, "What's going on? Where are you?" And she's like, "I'm at Mid-Dallas. I'm buying a bolt of friggin' gear. I'm going to wear it to work tomorrow." And I was like, "Oh my God." So I made the video, the first one, just to poke fun at her and make fun of her.
Yes.
And then it just took off like wildfire.
That's what I was going to say. What made it take off? And it was that video.
It was that video. I posted it and to my personal page as a joke, making fun of my mom.
Right.
And then people were like, "Make it public so we can share it." And it just kind of like.
And then it got how many hits? How many views?
The last time I checked, it's like 500,000 or something like that.
That's awesome. Have you ever done any theater or other stage work?
Yeah, I actually started at Cab Calloway Middle School. I went there for middle school and high school, so that was like my first, dip into entertainment. But ever since I was younger, I remember I was 5 years old, and my grandfather was obsessed with Patsy Cline. That was my first real musical icon.
Right.
And I got a microphone for Christmas, and it plugged into my parents' stereo. And I'd sing Patsy Cline songs for my family, make them watch and do shows and stuff. And then I went to college for film and television, so I've always had a background in acting theater.
So can you explain to people out there that are watching this that are from other parts of the country, where and what exactly is Delco? Explain that to people out there.
Delaware County is suburban county of Philadelphia. So, it is Philadelphia, but it kind of has its own culture as well. It's like its own world. Growing up, I worked at Chuck E. Cheese, and that was kind of my first taste of Delco. My mom's family's from the area, so I never really understood her accent until I started going there, working at Chuck E. Cheese, and I was like, this is a whole different universe. And then as an adult, working in Delaware County, Philadelphia, I kind of seen, my mom made more sense to me, I guess I should say, because I see more people like her.
Right.
And I guess people just if you watch the videos, you get what it's about. It's a language, it's a mentality. It's a certain way of life, I would say. Right. So you kind of get a taste of that culture.
So Aunt Mary Pat is a huge Stevie Nicks, Fleetwood Mac fan, right? Now, in her life, what would if there was a Fleetwood Mac or a Stevie song? What song would it be about her life?
Landslide, of course. That's my mom to a T. And I remember growing up and her listening to Landslide on repeat. And as a kid, you hate your parents' music, oh, it's terrible. And now I'm a big Stevie Nicks, Fleetwood Mac fan. But I would say Landslide would probably be her go-to song. Get drunk around a bonfire and sing it.
There you go. I was gonna say, what's her party song?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Speaking of recording artists, you have a smash single in your hands, right, on iTunes. It's called "Doing Good." Yeah. I have it on this phone right now. It's awesome. Go out and get it on iTunes. It's 99 cents, whatever. Yeah. But it's doing really good. It's going up the charts. The dance charts, doing good. Right.
Yeah.
How's that feel?
It feels amazing. So I went through an app called TuneCore, which services to all the streaming sites. Right. And I did it 2 weeks ago, and I kind of forgot about it. And I woke up, I was down the beach with my partner, Danny, and I was like, oh shit, the song. Oh, I can't say shit.
Yes, you can. Okay. It's all good.
So I was like, oh shit, the song. I went and checked it, and I shared it. I was like, don't forget, it's on iTunes today. And then we were like watching it. It was like 89, 74, 60, 50,
Right.
49. Got up to number 12 that day, and we were like, oh my God! Like, we were freaking out at how good it was doing.
So you're working on a Grammy now, right?
Yeah.
You're
I
like,
hope.
you want to get...
So I worked with this producer. His name's Ken Dahl, and he came down one day. We knocked it out in about an hour.
Nice.
He was very, very quick. And so, if you're watching, Kenny, thank you so much for all your good work. And then we were like, oh my God, like this song is doing so good. We have to, work on the album now, or
Yeah,
like,
right.
Christmas song or something. But I just got
Fireball Christmas.
Yes, oh my God, Christmas around the Fireball side.
Right. It's like,
We just edited it and serviced it to WSTW for Hometown Heroes, so it should be on the radio soon too.
so, a little bird told me a video is to come.
Yes, the video's in the process. We've been filming little bits and pieces everywhere, and so hopefully it should be done soon.
Okay, I know you have kids in real life.
Yeah.
Are your kids anything like Aunt Mary Pat's kids?
Oh, no. I mean, every kid is a little bit of an a-hole, I guess, but we have a 5-year-old Bella, a 12-year-old named Liam, and I mean, they're good kids. They're kids, though. They're both at an age where they are finding themselves in different ways, and especially like a 12-year-old, he's like, everything sucks to him. So I guess he's a little bit like Kelly, but I hope they both end up, as the good kid at the end.
Right. Now, you're also on tour right now, right?
Yeah.
It's the Down the Shore, and More tour.
Yes.
Right? Now, how's that going, and how long is it going for?
So we just finished the Delco and More tour, which was like the first kind of taste of me getting out to venues and meeting people and all that good stuff, and it's been going great. I mean, before this, I never really had a stand-up comedy background, so that was new for me. I did an event at the Punchline for Stand Up for Parkinson's. This was a fundraiser, and they were like, I know you've never done stand-up, but we want you here. Just go ahead and try it out. I did 15 minutes, and I was like, I guess I did really good, because like everyone was like, oh, like they loved it. So I was like, I can do this. Like, I worked out a set, and we did the tour. We did, I think, like 35 dates.
Wow.
And then there was so much interest in bringing me down like Wildwood and Ocean City and Cape May that I was like, let's do Down the Shore and More tour. So that's where we're at now. We'll be hitting New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware. So we're kind of doing a full lap of the tri-state area. And then that goes until Labor Day.
Oh, wow. So you got a lot of days
busy,
ahead of
yeah.
you, right? So Aunt Mary Pat, would she ever, I know she loves the Eagles.
Yes.
Eagles. How do you say it?
Eagles.
Eagles.
The Eagles.
Would she ever try out for the cheerleading squad?
So I don't want to trash or crash anyone, but Aunt Mary Pat submitted an application to try out to be an Eagles cheerleader back in March, and unfortunately she was not selected. So write a letter to the Philadelphia Eagles and pressure them. I think she'd be great. I think she'd be a natural. She's very delicate and light. You can lift her very easily.
Dainty.
Yes.
Petite flower
Petite.
that she is.
She's only 5'2".
There you go. I know Aunt Mary Pat is married, but if she wasn't, what Eagles player
Carson
would she
Wentz.
go out? Wentz.
That's her boy.
Quick response.
Yeah. No questions asked. That's her boy.
Okay. Can you give me, as Aunt Mary Pat, a few examples on how to use the word hon?
Oh, hon.
Hon.
So, I'll give you a story about my mom, because that's where the use of hon came from.
Okay.
Because that's our go-to word. So, I did a show with someone who's non-binary, so they don't fit into the gender binary.
Right.
And my mom is a learning person, so if she doesn't know, she asks. But she was like, LP, that's what she calls me. Hon, over there, was that a boy or a girl I was talking to? And I said, they're neither. They don't identify as, they're non-binary. She goes, oh, thank goodness, I called him Hun because I wasn't sure. So, and then all the time when she meets somebody, she always, if she forgets their name, I think we did a video, the 10 best ways to use the word Hun. And I think my favorite was when something stinks, like if you have, oh, Hun. And then, do I have my keys on me?
Oh, God.
When it's time to go, just, Hun, come on. That's my mom. Is growing up, all I knew was the word Hun, and I knew the 50 different meanings for it, based on her inflection.
Now, You just had a IKEA video.
Yes.
With Aunt Mary Pat putting this coffee table together,
Yes.
right?
Hemness.
How's IKEA doing these days?
Oh my goodness. So it was like life imitating art, imitating life.
Exactly.
So we went and bought new furniture, and like, I mean, we've been really busy because we're on tour, so we're like traveling all the time.
Right.
And like idiots, we ordered this IKEA furniture with all these different parts. We ordered like 12 pieces. So like we sit down, I'm putting this together, and I'm like, what would Aunt Mary Pat do putting this together? So we did a video, and she is not a fan of IKEA furniture. I mean, she likes the way it looks at the end, but
Right.
putting it together is not her speed. And mine either.
And Larry's lucky he's alive
Yeah,
right now.
God rest his soul. He's not dead or nothing, but
So if anybody wanted to get a hold of you or see where you're going to be, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah, where can they go?
the Instagrams at Aunt Mary Pat, or you can follow on Facebook at Aunt Mary Pat DeSabatino. And then I'm also on YouTube at Miss Troy, which is my alter ego. Yeah, so YouTube is great. All the videos are on there. There's going to be exclusive content. And then I can tell you, as the first official person to know, the music video for Doing Good will be out next Friday, and it'll be
Friday.
exclusively on YouTube.
Nice. Look, I got the scoop.
You got the scoop.
What? And you can get these nice little things right here. I got mine right off the
Aren't they
site,
cute?
right?
Yeah, inktail.com.
There you go.
Aren't
Love
they
it.
adorable?
It's my favorite mug at home, actually. Well, I want to say thank you so much for doing this.
Oh, absolutely.
Come out for the benefit tonight, guys. They're going till 1 o'clock,
1
2
o'clock,
o'clock?
yeah.
1 o'clock here at Pat's MVP Sports Lounge in Newark, Delaware. Come out here, donate some money, have a good time, sing karaoke.
Yeah.
Troy will sing some karaoke with you, whatever. You know,
I heard a
whatever.
rumor Aunt Mary Pat may be here later.
Aunt Mary Pat.
So you
oh
better
my
come
gosh,
down.
she's just gonna be late. She's drinking some Fireball out
Yeah.
the car, whatever. But anyway, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
I'm Darren Frommel here at Pop the Question. Thanks guys for watching. Have a great night.